What if I told you that the weeds you've been poisoning, pulling, and tossing in the trash every single weekend are actually worth hundreds, sometimes thousands, of dollars in herbal medicine? Yeah, the stuff you're paying good money to kill right now. Today we're walking through 25 medicinal weeds that are probably growing in your yard at this very moment. And by the end of this video, I guarantee you're going to look at your lawn completely differently. Let's get into it. Number 1. Dandelion. Everyone knows dandelion. Almost nobody respects it. That is a mistake. Every single part of this plant, the leaves, the flowers, the root, is medicinal. The root supports liver function and stimulates bile production, which means better digestion and natural detoxification. The leaves contain more nutrients than spinach, vitamins A, C, K, and B2, plus iron and calcium. You can brew the root as a coffee substitute, make a tincture, throw the greens in a salad, or dry the flowers for tea. Dandelion root tincture sells for around $20 a bottle at health food stores, and you've been spraying herbicide on it. Number 2. Broadleaf plantain. Not the banana. The plant growing in every crack in your driveway and every bare patch of your lawn. Plantain leaves are one of nature's best first aid remedies. Crush them and apply them directly to insect bites, minor burns, or scrapes, and the swelling goes down fast. That's not folklore. That's the anti-inflammatory compounds working in real time. A strong tea from plantain leaves also calms the digestive tract and helps with heartburn. Look for the oval leaves with parallel veins running from base to tip. It's everywhere. Number 3. Stinging nettle. Yes, it stings. No, that doesn't make it your enemy. Once you blanch it, steam it, or dry it, the sting is completely gone. And what you're left with is one of the most nutrient-dense plants on Earth. Stinging nettle is loaded with vitamins A, B complex, C, D, and K, plus iron, calcium, potassium, and silica. It's been used for centuries to treat allergies, joint pain, and anemia. Dried nettle tea is sold commercially for $10 to $15 for a small bag. Fresh nettle growing wild in your yard? Completely free. Number 4. Chickweed. Tiny, delicate, spreads like crazy. Most people rip it out the second they see it. Chickweed is a source of vitamins A, C, D, and iron. Its mild flavor works beautifully fresh in salads. Think spinach but softer. Medicinally, it's most famous as a topical treatment. A poultice of fresh chickweed leaves placed on eczema, rashes, or minor burns brings real relief. It's also a mild diuretic and has traditionally been used for urinary discomfort. If you see it in early spring, harvest it before it bolts. Number 5. Purslane. Here's one that will genuinely shock you. Purslane, that thick-leaved, low-growing succulent weed spreading across your garden beds, contains more omega-3 fatty acids than any other leafy vegetable on Earth. More than spinach. More than most things you'll find in the produce aisle. It's also rich in vitamins A, C, and E, plus magnesium, calcium, and potassium. In traditional Chinese medicine, it's been used for insect bites, skin sores, and digestive issues. In other parts of the world, people pay for it at farmers markets. Here in America, most people kill it on sight. Number 6. Yarrow. Look for feathery, fern-like leaves and flat clusters of white or yellow flowers. Yarrow has been used as a wound healer since ancient times. Soldiers would pack it into wounds to slow bleeding on the battlefield. Today, it's recognized for its anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, and fever-reducing properties. Yarrow tea is a classic cold and flu remedy. It also helps relieve digestive cramps and stimulate circulation. A quality yarrow tincture at a health store can run $15 to $25. It grows freely along roadsides and in disturbed soil. Number 7. St. John's wort. This one has serious mainstream scientific backing. St. John's wort is one of the most studied herbs in the world for its effects on mild to moderate depression and anxiety. The active compounds, hypericin and hyperforin, interact with the brain's serotonin and dopamine systems. You'll recognize it by its bright yellow flowers and translucent dots on the leaves when held up to the light. Supplements sell for $15 to $30 a bottle, and in some US states, it literally grows as a roadside weed. If you have it on your property, that's not a nuisance. That's a pharmacy. Number 8. Red clover. Most people think of red clover as just a lawn weed or a cover crop. Herbalists see it differently. Red clover is rich in isoflavones, plant-based compounds that mimic estrogen in the body, making it one of the most popular natural remedies for menopause symptoms like hot flashes and night sweats. It also supports cardiovascular health and has been used traditionally as a blood cleanser. Dry the flower heads for tea or tincture. The blossoms are also completely edible and taste mildly sweet. You'll find red clover supplements in health food stores starting at around $20. Number 9. Wild violets. That pretty little purple flower you've been mowing down every spring? Wild violet leaves and flowers are high in vitamin C and historically used to treat coughs, fevers, and respiratory conditions like bronchitis. Toss the blossoms into a salad and you're adding genuine nutritional value along with color. The leaves can be brewed into tea. These aren't just pretty, they're functional medicine freely distributed across most American lawns every single spring. Number 10. Lamb's quartus. This fast-growing weed with dusty, powdery-looking leaves is related to quinoa, and the nutrition shows. Lamb's quartus seeds are a great source of protein, and the young leaves can be eaten raw or cooked just like spinach. Medicinally, a tea made from the leaves has traditionally been used for digestive issues and stomach cramps. A poultice of crushed leaves soothes eczema and insect bites. It's one of those plants that feeds you and heals you at the same time. Number 11. Elderberry. If you have elderberry growing as a shrub or volunteer plant along your fence line, you are sitting on something genuinely valuable. Elderberry has become one of the hottest immune support supplements on the market, and for good reason. Studies show it can significantly reduce the duration and severity of colds and flu. The dark berries are made into syrups, gummies, and tinctures that sell for $15 to $40 a bottle in health stores. Just make sure you identify it correctly. The berries must be cooked before consuming, and there are toxic lookalikes. But if you've got it, take care of it. Number 12. Burdock. Big, leafy, with those infamous burrs that stick to everything? That's burdock. The root of this plant is one of the most respected liver cleansers in herbal medicine. It's used to purify the blood, support kidney function, and treat skin conditions like acne and eczema from the inside out. In Asian cuisine, burdock root, called gobo, is a prized vegetable. The young leaves can also be eaten. Burdock root tincture and dried root go for $10 to $20 for a small amount. Growing wild in your yard, it costs you nothing. Number 13. Chicory. That bright blue flower blooming along roadsides and in neglected corners of your yard has a long history in herbal medicine. Chicory root is one of the best-known coffee substitutes, rich, bitter, and containing inulin, a prebiotic fiber that feeds the good bacteria in your gut. It's been used for centuries to aid digestion and support liver health. Roasted chicory root is sold as a coffee replacement and digestive supplement. Look for those stunning blue flowers, usually blooming in the morning, and you found your source. Number 14. Mullein. Tall, fuzzy, with a spike of yellow flowers. Hard to miss. Mullein has been used for respiratory ailments for hundreds of years. Coughs, bronchitis, asthma, congestion. The large, woolly leaves are dried and brewed into a tea or infused in oil for ear infections. It's a biennial, meaning it takes 2 years to flower. But once you know how to spot the first-year rosettes, you'll find it everywhere in well-drained, sunny spots. Mullein leaf is commonly sold at $10 to $15 an ounce in herb stores. Number 15. Ground ivy. Low-growing, with scalloped leaves and tiny purple flowers. Smells faintly minty when crushed. Ground ivy is astringent, anti-inflammatory, and contains significant vitamin C. Historically, it was used to treat upper respiratory infections, ear inflammation, and even scurvy. It also has a long history as a bitter digestive tonic. It fills in shady patches where grass won't grow, which means many lawns have far more of it than they realize. Don't kill it. Harvest it. Number 16. Evening primrose. The tall plant with the bright yellow flowers that bloom in the evening. Hard to miss in late summer. Evening primrose oil, extracted from the seeds, is one of the most popular supplements for hormonal balance, skin health, and PMS relief. It's rich in gamma-linolenic acid and omega-6 fatty acid your body uses to produce anti-inflammatory compounds. The oil sells for $15 to $30 in stores. If you have the plants growing, you can harvest and press the seeds yourself, or simply dry the leaves and roots for tea. Number 17. Self-heal, also called Prunella vulgaris, a low, spreading plant with small purple flowers in the mint family. Self-heal got its name for a reason. Farmers and craftsmen traditionally applied the crushed leaves directly to cuts and scrapes to stop bleeding and reduce swelling. Internally, the flowers and leaves were brewed for sore throats and mouth infections. Research has identified antiviral compounds in self-heal, and it's being studied for immune-supporting properties. It fills in shady lawn patches beautifully and asks for nothing in return. Number 18. Cleavers, also called goosegrass. This is the plant whose tiny seeds stick to absolutely everything, including your dog, your clothes, and your patients. Cleavers has a long history as a lymphatic tonic, meaning it supports the lymph system, which is part of your immune defense. It's traditionally been used as an herbal tea to support kidney health and treat urinary tract infections. Make it fresh. Blend the whole plant with water and strain it, or steep it gently. Don't apply heat. The volatile compounds are delicate. Dried cleavers is sold at around $10 to $15 per ounce. Growing in your garden? Free. Number 19. Wood sorrel. The little three-leaf plant that looks like clover but tastes sour. Kids love to chew on it. Wood sorrel has traditionally been used to cleanse the blood, treat stomach ailments, and as a mouth rinse for ulcers. The lemony, tangy flavor makes it a great addition to salads, and it's a fantastic trail snack. The high oxalic acid content gives it that sour punch, but also means people with kidney issues should avoid eating large quantities. In moderation, it's a pleasant and useful wild food. Number 20. Curly dock. Those broad, wavy-leaved plants with rusty reddish seed clusters in summer? That's curly dock. The leaves are high in beta-carotene, vitamin C, and zinc, excellent for immune function. The seeds, when roasted, make a warm, earthy drink somewhat like buckwheat tea. The root has been used traditionally as a liver and blood tonic. The whole plant is one of the most widely distributed weeds in North America, meaning almost anyone in temperate climate zones has access to it for free. Number 21. Common mallow. Round leaves, small pinkish flowers, found in disturbed soil and lawns everywhere. Mallow root brewed into tea forms a gelatinous mixture. The mucilage coats and soothes irritated tissues throughout the digestive tract, making it one of the best natural remedies for acid reflux and irritable bowel. It's also used topically as a soothing compress for skin inflammation. The young leaves and seed pods are edible, and the seed pods contain around 21% protein. Marshmallow root, its close relative, sells for $10 to $20 an ounce in herb stores. Common mallow does a very similar job. Number 22. Spiderwort. Blue-purple flowers, grass-like leaves, often found in shady, disturbed areas. Spiderwort has been used in Native American medicine for stomach aches and skin conditions. Some tribes used it as a topical treatment for insect bites and stings. More recently, its young shoots and flowers have gained attention as edible additions to salads, with a mild, slightly mucilaginous texture. It's a beautiful plant that most people mow straight through without a second thought. Number 23. Henbit. One of the first weeds to flower in late winter and early spring, with small pink-purple flowers on square stems. Henbit is edible and mildly medicinal. It's in the mint family and has been used as a mild stimulant and to induce sweating during fevers. The young shoots and leaves can be eaten raw or cooked as a spring green. Pollinators, especially bees coming out of winter, absolutely depend on it. If you're killing henbit in early spring, you're removing one of the first food sources for bees when almost nothing else is blooming. Number 24. Oxeye daisy. Those cheerful white and yellow daisies naturalizing in your lawn, don't overlook them. Daisy greens and petals are edible, mild and slightly bitter, great sautéed or in salads. In traditional Austrian herbal medicine, daisy tea was used for gastrointestinal and respiratory tract disorders. The whole plant has anti-inflammatory properties and has been used as a gentle tonic for nervous exhaustion. It's a multi-use plant that adds beauty, supports pollinators, and can serve a functional role in your home herbal medicine chest. Number 25. Goldenrod. And this one surprises almost everyone. Goldenrod has been wrongly blamed for hay fever for decades. It's actually pollinated by insects, not by wind, so its pollen almost never ends up in your nose. That's ragweed you're thinking of. Goldenrod, on the other hand, is one of the most respected urinary tract herbs in traditional medicine. It's anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, and has been used to treat kidney stones, urinary infections, and joint pain. Goldenrod tincture and tea are widely sold in herbal stores at $15 to $25. And if it's growing along your fence line or in the back of your property, you've got it for free. So there you have it. 25 medicinal weeds that most people are either killing, ignoring, or mowing over every single week. Now, a word before you run outside with a basket. Always make absolutely certain you've correctly identified any plant before you use it medicinally or eat it. Some plants have toxic lookalikes, and individual reactions can vary. Use multiple identification sources. When in doubt, consult a qualified herbalist or healthcare provider. But the big picture here is this. The knowledge your great-grandparents had about the plants growing around their homes, that knowledge didn't disappear. The plants are still there. They're still growing. They're still offering the same properties they always did. We just stopped paying attention. Start paying attention again. If this video opened your eyes to something you've been walking past your whole life, drop a comment below telling me which of these weeds you already have growing in your yard. I'd love to know. And if you want more content like this, wild foraging, herbal medicine, self-sufficiency, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.